record this, and then I think I'm gonna go slam my head into a sink until I freaking die. I think I'm gonna do that once I finish this review.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Cats. Why not? Why not? So Cats is a film based off of the Broadway musical, which I've never watched, and essentially this film is about cats, and they dance and they sing and they look like demons straight from hell. And they're jellicles, that's what they're called, and some are magic, and they're going to be set up to be a normal cat, I think. I don't actually know. Okay, this movie has been driven into the ground with hate. This movie has gotten so much hate. It's been... When that first trailer dropped, the entire internet just got on that and was like, what the hell? What was that? It was like one of the weirdest trailers I've ever watched. After I watched it, I thought that is the weirdest, creepiest thing I've ever seen. It looked so horrible. Then they made a second trailer and it looked even worse. So, yippee. My hype for this movie was so high. Obviously, I went into this one with incredibly low expectations. I was going to see this on Saturday. I ended up missing it because the theater I go to actually replaced the screening of Cats with The Rise of Skywalker, which is a better movie. Rise of Skywalker is not better than most movies, just saying it's already a pretty terrible movie. And then yesterday I was going to go, and then I was just like, I don't really want to die today. So I decided today, no, I'm going to go. I'm going to sit down in the theater, and I'm going to experience Cats for myself. I don't like that decision I made. It's like... Alright, let's get it out of the way. This is the worst CGI I've ever seen in a blockbuster. It is so horrifying. What the frick? This existing implies that somebody said, yes, that is good. Make that, we'll release that to the entire Earth. The entire Earth, it deserves to see the literal demons they've created. This movie is about demons that dance. That's really what this movie's about. It's not supposed to be about that because this is supposed to be joyful. No joke, the poster says the most, what does it say, the most like joyful event of the holiday season? Rise of Skywalker is more joyful than this. Freaking Rise of Skywalker! I had my head in my hands 90% of the time of this movie. It is impossible to watch. This is the worst theater experience I've ever had. I have never wanted to walk out of a theater so bad. I've never been so tempted to just get up and leave. The worst part is that you'd think, okay, it's a praised Broadway musical. It's a very big deal. Maybe they would, try, maybe it'd have a good script. There's not a script. There's no plot. It's just cats dancing for, 2 hours? How long is this freaking movie? I think it's like an hour and 50 minutes. It's like just cats dancing. That's like this movie. Just horrifying cats dancing. And they're singing. And is the music okay? Yeah, did I ever think about it? No, because I was so bored and so terrified. Let me say, this movie is so freaking boring. Oh my god. It is so boring. Like, if you're going to have the worst CGI of the decade, at least somewhat have a good script. But there's not a script. It's just cats dancing. Like, somebody, literally, this movie, somebody decided, yeah, let's make a musical based off of let's make a movie based off of the Broadway musical. Yeah, we know the Broadway musical actually only works because it's a Broadway musical. Because the reason why that Broadway musical works is because, first of all, it's amazingly well choreographed. I've never seen it, I just know all this. There's very good choreography on the dancing, which is why it's a good musical and praise musical. There is a lot of, they interact with the audience. It doesn't have a script for a reason. There's a reason why she's singing and dancing. It's because that's where the strength of it is. But this movie doesn't have that strength first of all, it's a movie. Movies are supposed to tell stories. They are not supposed to be choreographed dance. I'm fine if this movie was just choreography, because then I'd be like, well, it's very impressive. but it's completely computer generated. So it's not impressive when it's not real. It's nothing in this movie's real. It's basically an animated movie, isn't it? It's like The Lion King. It's a totally animated movie. And for some reason, they expect it to be impressive when, first of all, if this was like one done in one take, like you have one camera like moving around the whole thing as they all dance, it'd be impressive, but it's not. It's all in a freaking computer. And it's just cameras. It's not even cameras, it's computers. And they're dancing, and it's impressive dancing. Yeah, it's a terrifying dancing. Yeah, but it's not impressive when it's not real. It's not freaking real. It's not even like, it's impressive if it's real. It's not real. There. I still can't buy the fact that somebody said that this movie should exist. Like, they said, yes, let's make a movie based on the Broadway musical that only works because it's a Broadway musical. So they did it. It probably took them a very long time to make this. And they went, yeah. And then they showed this movie to probably a large group of people because it's a blockbuster. You know, it's a huge Broadway musical, so you gotta show the movie to a lot of people. They probably showed the movie to a lot of people, and a lot of people, get this, quite a lot of people probably said, yes, the entire earth should see that. Everybody should have the ability to go to their local theater and watch Cats. I had the temptation to actually go to the front desk of my theater and demand that they remove Cats from the theater because nobody should ever have to witness this movie. It is the most unbearable movie I've ever seen in a theater. It is so hard to watch this movie. It made After tolerable. Like, After looks great now. This movie is so bad. It's not... You saw the trailers, you thought it looked awful. You've not seen the movie. This movie is boring. It's the worst. Guys, in the end, Cats made me literally want to kill myself. It is boring, long, obnoxious, horribly animated, horribly written. There's no writing, actually. It can't be horribly written if there is none. I guess there's a skeleton of a plot, kind of. It has a great cast as well. Nobody kills it. It's, like, terrifying to watch. The designs are awful. I sat at the ledge of my theater, so I had the ability any moment to grab the ledge and just jump off and break my neck, but I didn't. I sat through it to get this review to you guys, so like it, please, share it. I need views so that I feel worth it to watch this movie that nobody should ever have seen. It is the most misguided, miscalculated film I've seen this entire decade. And I'm going to give Cats a 0 out of 10. It has been since January since I've given a movie a 0, and I've never, ever gone to a theater and just flat out the gate given it a 0. But no, this is one of those times. I can't find a way to justify this movie having a remote quality of good. It is so awful. It is, nobody should ever have to watch this movie. I'm not even gonna, tell you what's coming up next. It's Cats. I want to go sleep for the next week. Tomorrow's Christmas. Thanks, Cats, you ruined Christmas.